this seed. Six inches or so. Oh, I should probably start from the beginning.
Just keep going, man.
6 inches from this trunk of this tree. And you would normally say, that's crazy talk. Why would you plant 2 trees right next to each other? Right? You would say, they're gonna compete. And they're gonna hurt each other. There's not enough nutrients in the soil for everybody. It's not true. Plants can grow right next to each other. And I'm gonna prove it. And they will organize themselves where they share space and they maximize all the light that's coming down on the ground. So we have fruit trees everywhere. This is coffee. We could plant another fruit tree right next to it. And then all along, we just have to decide what we want to see. And then this is an odea tree. And it's maybe not a fruit tree, but it's a tree and it takes up space. But plants will organize themselves. So I'm not sure what this is. This is something special. Probably another fruit tree. And then you come down here and here's some papaya trees. But this is what I do. I plant fruit tree seeds all along these edges right next to each other. And so this is where the durian tree is right here.
Oh, cool.
It's right here.
Plants for a reason?
Yeah, so I'm watering this whole hill.
Oh, okay.
Soaking it. And so I've planted avocado seeds all along this line. And here are some baby avocado trees that are planted right next to each other. So no seed is touching another seed, like directly, like 2 seeds right next to each other. And that's probably okay, but I tried to separate them a little bit, where this tree will grow right next to this tree, and they'll organize themselves. And avocado trees are able to bond to each other when you grow them right next to each other, and they become one tree. And only if they're close enough to do that in nature. But right here, I wove them together. Like here's 3 avocado trees right here, woven together. So here's an avocado tree seed, here's one, and here's one. And I've put them together, and when they grow, right now they're small and malleable, you'd say. They're soft, so you can delicately bend them in shapes. And so I have fun growing little avocado trees that I can shape any way I want. So I shape avocado trees into fences. Because you can trim any plant, and you can trim a tree down to its stub and kill it. Poor thing. But if that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. But fruit trees are extremely valuable. So it's okay to plant them right next to each other. They will compete, but when they're small, that's fine. Competition makes organisms strong. With no competition, you become weak, apparently. So it's all good. It does need a lot of sunlight, so think about the sunlight that it's going to be receiving. So I planted the most special seed that I had in my possession, a durian seed, and I planted it right there because it's on this hillside, and so it's going to be the tip of the hillside, and it's gonna stretch out over. Like, look at all this space up here. It's not like all this space, and it's up to us to organize how these trees are going to take up this space and become amazing plants. So let me continue on my little creation, because this is my little playground right here. So this is a pocket in the natural landscape that's unusable. We've made a path right here, and it goes up and around. And so this is my workspace to try to plant whatever I want. So I am all into trees, fruit trees. So here is a soursop. Soursop is amazing. Apparently it has chemicals that fight cancer. Everything fights cancer, but some things fight cancer stronger than others. And possibly the cure for cancer is just alkalizing the body by eating healthy food, greens, but fruits have special enzymes that might do extra cool stuff. And so supposedly you can make a tea, 1 cup of water with a green, healthy, here's a good healthy leaf, green, bright green. Bright green means lots of photochemicals, special photochemicals that are amazing molecules that plants have the DNA to create from the air and the nutrients in the soil and water to make it happen, and it's amazing. So they're amazing, amazing what is in here. The DNA that we have to play with on planet Earth. So here's a soursop tree, and then here is a soursop tree. So they're kind of spread apart, so they're kind of like do their thing. Soursop trees take a very long time to grow. I mean, maybe not very long time, but they take a good amount of time to get big. So they're not the strongest competitor. The avocado, in my opinion, is the strongest competitor. Some people say avocado trees are weeds, and it's kind of true because they're very effective. Like one fruit tree, if you don't pick up all your fruit and like deal with it, almost all those seeds will try to germinate, and then you have all these trees trying to come up and take over the mother tree. And that's just nature. So here I am, I plant, I'm kind of forced to plant because it would be really nice to get a lot more material to fill this area, but I'm working with what I got. So I plant a soursop tree here, and then a few feet away, I plant this mango tree. So there's a mango tree, and I'm going to plant something else a few feet away from it. And then here, I chose to plant I think it's a cherimoya. So cherimoya, atomoya, and rulinia are all sugar apples. So I chose to plant it here. It's kind of in the center. Hopefully it's really happy. I like to think about where the fruit tree wants to live and try to feel it. So maybe it's a sixth sense, I don't know. And then here's another mango tree, a couple feet away. It's really just being creative with nature, playing with plants. And then here, I planted another soursop tree. So I'm kind of separating the soursop trees as far as I can, and kind of just making it kind of a fun variety of fruit trees. And then this is kind of a pathway that I'm making through the garden. And then here, I planted a mango, probably another cherimoya. This is a jackfruit. This is some type of citrus, probably lemon. It looks like a lemon. Most of the time you can just rub the leaf and smell it. Maybe it's a tangerine. And then here's another soursop. And then here's another mango that is gonna go maybe somewhere over here. And this is just a pile of sticks from the jungle. We chop down as much sticks as we can, and we try to fill the hole. So the hill that is right there, the base, we want to try to fill that up as much as possible. And then we want to plant fruit trees all in here and all along the sides of the pathways. And so we want to make a pathway in fun, like you just kind of roll with the landscape. And then here's another soursop tree. over in this cool little corner of the path as you go around. Because soursop trees are really cool. They stay small and they branch out and they naturally like stay small. Like, so you almost never have to prune soursop trees. So I totally am so excited to envision a soursop forest here. So I got a soursop here, I got a soursop way over there, and then that corner. So there's really only 3 soursops in this. Oh no, and there's a 4th one right here. And I want to plant more, lots and lots more. Just fill the whole space. And then every 6 inches of these cool little landscapes, put another fruit tree. And so when you're planting a seed, you don't want to plant a seed in fresh mulch. These are all plants that have been growing in dirt or soil for a duration of time. This plant is probably a good year old, maybe even 2 years old. This plant, they're probably all about a year old. Because it takes a while. It takes a little bit of time to get a foot tall. But once they're a foot tall, then they can kind of be landscaped. But when you're planting a direct seed, you want to plant it in dirt. So you want to pick a special spot in your dirt mound. And dirt is super special. Like here in Hawaii, we have lava rock. It is not dirt. It is rock. And rock is considered parent material. Material that the plants come in and they break it down into dirt, to daughter material. It breaks it down. Like dirt has rock in it, but it's broken down and then it's mixed with organic matter, which is cool molecules of all types of stuff from all the different types of plants that have grown and died and did their amazing processes to turn the rock into dirt. And so dirt is full of cool nutrients which help even more plants do cool stuff. So where do we want to stick this special chocolate persimmon? And it's somewhere along this dirt line. And you want to choose dirt that isn't going to get disturbed for a while. So somewhere along this line is a really special little cool spot. And maybe let's put it right next to the durian. So I would go over 6 inches or so, right there. And then kind of go in a little bit, maybe even take a stick and kind of dig down maybe 6 inches or so to like soften the soil. So what we're doing is we're softening the soil so that when the taproot comes out, it comes out in a softened soil that it can like really be happy and be able to stretch with not too much force. Like imagine trying to grow in like hardened clay. That is not fun. You would rather grow in soft, wet, but not sopping wet soil that's comfortable. So you feel it and you say, yeah, that's a comfortable place. And then for this super duper special seed, we say, this is your new home. I hope you like it. And then you make a little basin there and you compact the soil to a gentle human touch compaction, where it's not like hardened, but it's comfortably confined. It's like a comfortable home. You want to have all the doors locked and you want to feel safe. So we make the seed feel real safe. And then maybe we even take the stick and then put it above the hole, approximately 3 inches from the seed. to market to say that that's its special home. And the basin is now going to catch the special water and the rainwater and focus it right on the seed. And the seed is sitting in well-drained soil, so the water will go through it and then keep on going and not oversaturate the seed. So that's how I plant my seeds, and that's an extremely special seed. So we're gonna water it and watch it grow, and I expect it to germinate within a month. That's normal, but maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. If it doesn't germinate in 4 months, it might be lost. But that's why you mass plant. But you do your best, and you feel the energy of the fruit tree, because that's where it's gonna live forever. You don't want to transplant fruit trees. When you damage the taproot of the fruit tree, it hinders the plant's life in the future. The taproot comes out of the seed and it does its thing and it establishes itself. And so if its life cycle, if it got hurt when it was young, it's not going to have full potential. If you damage a taproot, sometimes it will never be able to penetrate like a normal tree. And so that's what the advantage of direct seed is it's giving the seed a natural life cycle that it can be as strong as it can be in super awesome soil. So we have rock and then sticks and then mulch and dirt, and so it might be extremely happy here. That's what we're hoping.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a little bit. A perfectly good one. For the most part. What do you think? It's crackling. This stuff is kind of a weird vibe.
I've never seen a burger that looks as good as they make it look on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Beefcake cooks.
Because he dances. He farts.